بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. We're doing the chapter Babu Sifati al-Jannat wa Ahliha, chapter with regards to the description of Jannat and his people. So quite a long lengthy hadith we discussed yesterday. Um, we read it, but we don't translate it. Let's look at the translation. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. وعن أبي هريرة قال قال رسول الله أول الزمرة يدخلون الجنة على صورة القمر. So the hadith says that the first group that they will enter Jannah على صورة القمر will be like the form of the moon, Laylat al-Badri, on the night of Badr. So that was, Laylat al-Badri normally refers to the 14th night, because on that night, the moon is the fullest. Remember the moon, like now, the moon starts off small, small in the beginning of the month. And as the month progresses, the moon gets bigger, bigger, fuller, more beautiful, right? So it will be like that, right? ثم الذين يلونهم, then the next group that will be كأشد كوكب دري في السماء إضاءة. Then the next group will be like the most strongest of a shining star إضاءة, with regards to giving light. This is the Arabic way you express it, right? So the first will be like the moon and the star. قلوبهم على قلب رجل واحد. Their hearts will be like the hearts of one person. لا اختلاف بينهم. No differences amongst them. ولا تباغض. No enmity, hatred. Right, لكل امرئ منهم الزوجتان. For every one of them there will be two uh, حور العين يرى مخ سوقهن, the bones and the flesh people. But anyway, we'll do a bit more of this, right? And يسبحون الله بكرة وعشية. They will engage in the tasbih of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the morning and the evening. لا يسقمون, they will not become ill. ولا يبولون, they will not urinate. ولا يتخوتون, they will not defecate. ولا يدخلون, neither will they even spit. ولا يمتخطون, and neither will they give off mucus from the nose, right? آنيتهم الذهب والفضة, their utensils will be gold and silver. وأمشاتهم الذهب, and the combs will be of gold, right? ووقود مجامرهم الألوة, and the fuel of um, the majamirihim refer to, like, you must have seen, you have these little, it's like a little utensil, not utensil, where they put the oud and the oud burns, and then now when you see these Juma messages, etc., you see there goes gold thing, like a little glass, like a glass almost, narrow and top, and got a mouth on top. So you put the oud in there and it burns, right? So this is, I don't know what's the right word of it in English. Huh? Wood burner. Yeah, hawla wala. Yeah, wood burner. You can say that we call it the wood burner most also. You also nowadays you also get the electric one. You plug it in, then you put that wood in burn. Or otherwise you put the wood in, you light it and it burns, right? So وَوَقُودُ مَجَامِرِهِمْ الْأُلُوَّةُ. So they can say that the fuel of the wood burners will be al-aluwatu. Is also like a, yeah, in Urdu you say like a loban, something they put in there, right? Right? وَرَشُّحُمْ الْمِسْكُ. The perspiration will be like musk. على خلق رجل واحد على صورة أبيهم Adam. Like they will be upon the creation of one person in the form of their father Adam alayhi salam. ستون ذراعا, 70 zira. We done this yesterday. We done this in our hidayah yesterday. Né? We said a zira is about 42 centimeters, right? Half a meter, right? So, so if you say 70, then we 45 meters tall. They say that Adam alayhi salam was a very, very tall person. Né? I think there's a place where they, in Ceylon, they say where the footstep of Adam alayhi salam is. You ever heard about this when he came down? It was an impression on the mountain. But anyway, they say that, people initially were very, very tall. But as you go to Qiyamah, people get shorter and shorter. There's also hadith. I remember within Mishkaat that as you come closer to Qiyamah, people become smaller in size. You came across the hadith. No? Right. على صورة أبيهم آدم 60 ذراعا في السماء. 70 feet standing tall in the sky, متفق عليه. So I was telling you this part here of the hadith which says that على قلب رجل واحد. Remember, it says in the Quran also that one of the greatest, like among the favors of Jannah, is that your heart will be clean. Because when you have a heart filled with hatred, malice, jealousy, you feel very uncomfortable. You can have all the outer, luxuries, amenities. You can have the best house, you can have the best car, everything. But if you are constantly looking at the person who got a better house than you can have the most pretty wife, but you're looking at your friend who got a prettier wife than you. But despite you having a pretty wife or you having whatever, it's an uneasiness. When you look at what you have yourself, then that's when you're going to be happy. When you count your own blessings, you understand what I'm saying? So here in this hadith, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is making reference to this, that even though we know from the other hadith, there will be different stages. In fact, there's a hadith we done before, and as we're going through the hadith, you see there are many, many different stages, many, many different stages. So there's a nice thing about Jannah. You won't envy or be jealous as somebody who has got more than you. You won't be jealous of them. You won't be jealous of them. You will be happy with what you have, because that is where your ultimate pleasure and happiness come. That you must be happy with what you have. You understand what I'm saying? So let me saying, على قلب رجل so if you can have everything, but if you're not happy, you're constantly looking at the next person, you'll never be happy. ولا تمدن عينيك إلى ما متعنا به منهم أزواجا زهرة الحياة الدنيا. So the whole idea in Jannah is you must be happy, comfortable, right? Then it says here, al-hurul idan. So that's the first part, and obviously, okay, the second part, the first part speaks about you being bright, luminous, etc. when you enter Jannah. Then لكل امرئ منهم زوجتان من الحور. What is saying here in this year? We know that حور in proven from the Quran, وحور in كأمثال اللؤلؤ المكنون جزاء بما كانوا يعملون, a reward for a person. The damsels of Jannah. So it comes in a hadith that your wife from the dunya, she will be the queen of all your hurul ain. She will be more beautiful. She'll have higher status. So here the Sharih is saying that here Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is making a reference to this, that you'll have, because we know that you'll have multiple wars. So why is he speaking about two huriya? وَزَوْجَتَانِ مِنَ الْحُورِ الْعِينِ. So he said this refer to two hurul ain, means ladies from the dunya that you will have. Ladies from the dunya, which will be higher than the hurul ain of Jannah. I'm just this crossed my mind. This is not in the kitab, this is from my own side. This now. If it makes sense, you can accept it. If it doesn't make sense, you can reject it. So if a person says here that these refer to the woman of Jannah, of the dunya that you will have, they will be the highest of the hurul in Jannah, right? So if you only had one wife in the dunya, how are you going to have two hurul in Jannah that is from the dunya? You understood my question? If you, I told you when you go to Saudi and you tell them what wife, they say, miskin, miskin, poor fellow, right? So if you were poor fellow and you only had wife in this, one wife in this dunya, then how come you're going to have two hurul in? Perhaps maybe those ladies that were not married in the dunya, maybe those ladies were, they never got married or whatever in their life. So they will be transformed into the highest form of oral in Jannah. That's my own thing there. Anyways, you are Ainum. So here it says that normally when something is light colored and it's bright, then it's luminous. Then that signifies beauty. So maybe this doesn't, maybe it's not in the literal sense that you will be able to see the marrow in the bones. It refers to the nur on them. It refers to the nur on them. They'll be so bright, so clear, so beautiful that you can even see their bones. So there's a fish also you get in this dunya. You ever see there's a marine fish that the body's completely translucent. You can see the bones and you can see the intestines in the fish. Remember we were studying in Durban at the Slingo Beach. The warm Benguela current from Mozambique comes past there. So you get a lot of this beautiful marine fish. When we were in Madrasa, there was one boy. He used to catch this fish. He has a net and he's out to catch this fish. And he used to sell it. He used to advertise it and he used to make good money on the marine fish. I don't know if you know, marine fish are very beautiful. Freshwater fish is normal. You get this normal, like, what you say, guppies and goldfish in it. But the marine fish that has to live in salt water, you know about tanks, no? You ever take that out? Marine fish is extremely beautiful that lives in salt water. So you swing of beaches on the beach, you should catch this fish and you should sell it and you should make good money with it. You have a net. And so today, the same student that should catch this fish, today he was our classmate, he qualified as an alim, but he's got 3 tackle shops. He sell all the tackles and all those type of things. From those days, he love fishing. But anyway, the point I want to make is we should catch this fish. There was another student there, he was from Joburg. He had a tank. So he had this fish in his tank that you can see right through. There's one time I saw so one day he called the Ustad and he said, come see here. I want to show you. You see the hadith speaks about, the Hurun in. You can see through him. See this fish here. You can see through this fish. But I mentioned to you yesterday that everything that you get in Jannah, you have it in this dunya, but in a very reduced form. In a very reduced form. So Allah Ta'ala want to show us so we can get idea of what is in Jannah. So that we can get idea what is and we can work for Jannah. So you can see this fish, this idea of what will be in Jannah. Yeah, the author, not the author of the kitab, the author of the commentary here, his name is Mahfaz Rahman. He says here that he was from Pakistan also. So he says that he went in Karachi, one of the biggest cities in Pakistan. He went to the like a aquarium. The word in Urdu is kulfatan, and then he said he saw also the same fish. And obviously, when he saw this fish, it reminded him of the hadith of Nabi Sallallahu about the Hurul Ain in Jannah, right? So that's quite interesting. So that's interesting. Everything the fruit you get is much more bigger, much more tasty in Jannah. The woman that you get will be much more beautiful, much more pleasant than the ones that they won't have haze, they won't have spit, they won't have snot. You say you don't have mucus in your nose, nothing, right? Um, so Allah Ta'ala has created the dunya, as you can say, like a mirror of what you will see of an intense form in the akhirat. Then they will also make this be, etc. But this will not be amr taklifi, like how we have to engage in ibadah. This will be a natural quality in them. So the hawata, that's why the same, well, ghaib means to relieve yourself, number 2, right? وَلَا يَتَغَوَّطُونَ. And then tafula also means to spread. That's why also there's a hadith says, Man tafula tijah al-qiblati ya'ti yawm al-qiyamati bima tafula fi wajhi or kama qala alayhi salatu salam. That person who doesn't respect the qibla and he spits in the direction of the qibla, then He will come on Qiyamah Day with the split. There's another place where this word tafula yadfulu comes in the hadith also, right? Tafula yadfulu. So all this unpleasant bodily fluids that we as human beings have in this dunya, the people of Jannat will be free of all this bodily, unpleasant bodily fluids for us to exist, right? Majamir is jama of majmar. You know, Jammara, you Jamiru means, what does Jammara means? It means to incense the place. There's a time, there was a Sahabi in the time of Nabi Sallallahu. I think this called Al-Uwaymurul Mujammir. He used to burn the incense, the oud in the Masjid al-Nabawi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. They call him Al-Uwaymurul Mujammir. So from that you see also it is Sunnah that to burn in the masjid that incense. But I think for us it's very, very expensive to buy the real oud. So Sammara yujammiru say waqudu majamirihim. So we say mujammar, so mujammar or majmarun. That's like ismu zarf whatever. Then the plural is majamir. So the fuel of the incense burners, right, will be al-aluwatu. You see, you got al-alwa. My kitab got al-uluwatu, but you checked it after. What is in the kitab says al-alwa al-uluwata. You checked it just now. Al-alwata, right? Al-alwata, yes. Although yeah, you said okay, yeah, the Shari also says maybe two ways. Yeah, the Shari says in the kitab, yeah, the Hamza has got the Hamza has got the Dhamma al-uluwata, and he says the Lam also got. So probably maybe read it both ways. Yeah, it says here also it's like a goblet with the top on the top is round. So so the fuel of the incense burners will be a beautiful type of uluva, right? That means an incense burner that they will have that will keep them fragrant, etc. Rashuhum refer to the perspiration that will come from the body. So you got it there, you got it, partner. وَوَقُودُ وَجَامِرْهِمْ الْأُلُوَّةُ or al-uluwatu, both ways you can read it there. So the fuel in the incense burners will be a beautiful Urdu. You got here agarbati. I know what you say. Oh yeah, in English you say incense also, right? Rashuhum is their perspiration. Then I told us the last part of the hadith, right? Ala khalaqi rajulin wahidin, which refer to the on top the same thing. If you take it, sorry, I mistake. If you take it ala khuluqi, remember, just remember this here. Khalq refers to external, and khuluq refers to internal, right? So khalq refers to your outer form, and khuluq refers to your character. Remember, same like how you say, just remember this also. Surat refer to your outer, and sirat refer to your inner. So you must be husn surat, your outer must be good, and you must be husn sirat. So if you say khalq, it refers to the outer. Then I told you, say, ala khalqi rajuli wahidin ala it means all of them will have the same outer. All of them, it means the outer form. If you say khulq, they will all have the same character. You understand what I'm saying? You got it? So it depends how it is khalq or khulq. If we take cases both ways, if we say khulqi ala khulqi rajul wahid, which I told you, it refers to the jama is akhlaq, which means character, ne? Then it could refer to the same thing here on top, like how Allah Ta'ala spoke of the people, the earthly beings that will have perfect character in the akhirat, right? If we take khalaqi, then it will refer to the outer form, refer to the outer form. So from other hadith also we learn that all the people of Jannat will have the same age. What age will they be? They will be between 30 and 33 years old. That will be the age of the people in Jannah, right? and they will be in the shape and form, or they will have the stature. They will have the stature of their father, their Dada Jan, Hazrat Adam alayhi salam, which we told you is about 20 meters tall. So this year, so remember who you're speaking about here. We're speaking about the whole of Jannat that was from the dunya, ne? Remember? This is not the normal whole in. See, I told you, look, go back there. لكل امرئ منهم زوجتان من الحور العين. Right? Remember we said, I told you from the Shara. This refers to the his woman folk of the dunya that will be transformed into in. So this is also على خلق رجل واحد وعلى خلق رجل واحد. Right? على صورة أبيهم آدم 60 ذراعا في السماء. Right? So that means the people of Jannat will be this 70 zira, which is about 20 meters tall. Right? Are you with me? And as I told you from certain riwayat, etc., it shows that Adam alayhi salam, when he came to the dunya, he was also very tall. Right? Okay, read the next one. Subhanallah. So, beautiful hadith. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Wa an Jabirin, Naizm Taraf Jabir. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إن أهل الجنة يأكلون. So in Jannat, when you eat and you drink, you won't eat and drink because you're hungry. You won't eat and drink because your body needs nourishment. These are all things that are required in the dunya. Remember, that's place you will eat purely for pleasure and you won't get full. So you can eat as much as you want to. يأكلون فيها ويشربون, and you will drink. ولا يدخلون, they will not take any, they will not spit, they will not remove saliva. ولا يبولون, the people of Jannat will not also urinate. ولا يتغوطون, neither will they defecate. ولا يمتخطون, neither will they release, discharge any mucus from their nose. قالوا, so Sadiq said, obviously we earthlings, what are we? We think in terms of everything in the earth, right? What will happen? What will happen to your food will have? You eat, your body extracts the nutrients, and then what is not nutrients, that it expels it. So, قالوا فما بال طعام. So what happens to all the food in your body? قال جثاء. We done this word in Hidayah. Jutha'un means you will just release some wind from the top, right? ورش, and then also perspiration. كرش المسك, like you will perspire like musk, subhanallah. Then yulhamuna tasbih. Look at this is nice. Alhama yulhimu means to be inspired. They will be inspired with tasbih and tahmid. Kama tulhamuna nas, like how you are inspired to breathe. Like you don't control your breathing. Nobody says now breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Your body naturally breathes in and breathes out, right? It's part of your body knows that in order to survive in this dunya, it has to breathe. So like that, people will be engaging in tasbih and tahleel and tahmid of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala all the time, and it will be a natural body function, so to say. Right? It makes it right. You got two blood. I got wala yabla thiyabu wala yafna shababuhu. Rawahu Muslim. Okay. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وعن ابي هريره رضي الله تعالى عنه قال رسول الله لا يدخل الجنه. That person who enters Jannah, ينعم نعيم ينعم, he will only enjoy. He will only enjoy. ولا يبعث, يقدر ولا يبعث نه. ولا شفتنا معروس كيف نه ومجهوز كيف. He will be معروس كيف نه. He will not be plagued with any type of worry. ولا يبلى ثيابه, his clothes will not perish, will not become old in this dunya. Your shoes get worn out, etc. وَلَا يَفْنَى شَبَابُهُ, and neither will his youth diminish. He will remain as a young person between the age of 30 and 33. You see, this is the Jannati age. How old are you, sir? How old are you? 28. Still coming to the Jannat age, inshallah. Right? Like what I have asked, you will not have any type of worry, regret. This dunya is always, no matter who you are in this dunya, no matter who you are, no matter what wealth you have, no matter what health you have, no matter what family you come from, there's always test. If you got a lot of wealth, you'll be tested with your health. If you got health, you'll be tested with your wealth, or you'll be tested with your children, or you'll be tested with marital problems, domestic problems, or you. There's always is no person in this dunya. There is no person in this. From outside, you look at people, you think, oh, this person has got everything, hunky dory, nice house, married, car, everything. But in this dunya, there's no person that doesn't have a test. Because why? Because that is for Jannat. To be problem free, to be 100% problem free, to be stress free. That is Jannat. If anybody has it in the dunya, then what's the purpose of going to Jannat? Jannat. They know. When you want to live in this dunya forever and ever and ever, and you don't want to go to Jannat, you want to live. So our real house, we was it the hadith was it goes أنتم أنتم خلقتم للجنة الدنيا خلقتم للجنة والدنيا خلقت لكم, something like that, that you have been created for Jannah. That's your real test. So that's your real house. Sorry. So that no matter who is there is, there will be test. Yes, to be problem free, to be problem free. That you will only get in Jannah, nowhere else, right? ألا كل شيء ما خلا الله باطل وكل نعيم لا محالة زائل. Everything of this dunya will come to an end. You read the next riwayat.
عن أبي هريرة رضي الله تعالى عنهما أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال ينادي منادي لكم أن تستحقوا فلا تسقموا أبدا وإن لكم أن تبحثوا أبدا.
Okay, بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وعن أبي سعيد وأبي هريرة أن رسول الله قال ينادي مناد إن لكم أن تصلحوا, سبحان الله, فلا تشقوا أبدا وإن لكم أن تحيوا فلا تموتوا أبدا, سبحان الله, وإن لكم أن تشبوا فلا تهرموا أبدا وإن لكم أن تنعموا فلا تبعثوا أبدا, رواه مسلم. In this dunya, we we cry to stay in this dunya. When we get sick, we get out so that maybe we're going to die, whatever, we get a chronic illness. But if we really knew what is waiting for us in the Jannah, if we really knew what was waiting for us in the Akhirat, we'd never want to cling to this dunya. We'd never want to cling to this dunya. Look at the hadith. One Abi Sa'id, narrate the authority of Abi Sa'id, وأبي هريرة أن رسول الله قال, says, ينادي مناد, a caller will call out in Jannah, said, you say, إن لكم أن تصحوا. That's very, I tell you, la comes in favor of that, Allah against that. Remember, in your favor is it أن تصحوا, that you will be healthy, you will enjoy good health in Jannah. So the people that have chronic illness, they are sick, you must speak to them about this. You know, as ulama, you're supposed to be giving people inspiration. But you, after you go out of here, you forget this hadith. You don't know the hadith anymore. That's why you must make mutala. You must make mutala. Somebody sick, very sick. You go to them, you read this hadith. No, brother, this is a short test. Somebody sick, they suffering from debilitating illness. Just remember, this is temporary in this dunya. When you go to Jannah, it will be called out, and tasihhu, you're going to be healthy. Imagine what inspiration this will be for a person who is bedridden, he's sick, etc., etc. فلا تسقموا أبدا, you will never be sick again. وإن لكم أن تحيوا, that verily you're going to live here. فلا تموتوا أبدا, you will never die. وإن لكم أن تشبوا, you will be young forever. فلا تهرموا أبدا, you will not get old and cold, right? وإن لكم أن تنعموا, And for you, you're going to just enjoy and enjoy and enjoy. فَلَا تَبْأَسُوا أَبَدًا. There will be no worry, no grief, no anxiety. رواه مسلم. Imam Muslim narrates this particular riwayat. Read the next one. Loud. Yeah, remember I told you, I mentioned before to you, I said the Jannat also have different stages. Like in this dunya, you have different suburbs. You have, you're in South Africa, you have Camps Bay, you have Sandton. So, where- you ever heard this? Where's the most expensive land? Not in South Africa, in Africa. The, the two places where the land is most expensive in Africa is where? One is in Sandton and the other is in Camps Bay. I think in Camp, where's Camps Bay, Cape Town? You go to when you go to Outbay from Cape Town from the town, there's where all those big posh houses are. You went there ever? December? Camps, huh? Loud? January? Camps Bay. So that is one of the most expensive real estate in the country. If you go there by Camps Bay, I'm serious. You see those houses, the garage there, the garage. Sometimes those garages sell for 5 million, 10 million. Only the garage. Only the not the house, the garage only sells for 5 to 10 million. So the point I'm trying to make you is like how in this dunya, I tell you, the dunya is a reflection of Jannat. It's a mini everything that you get in the dunya, you get in the Jannat, but in more intense form. So same thing like how in this dunya you get the more posh areas, the more expensive things, the beautiful things, like how you get what we say, farq maratib, what you get, farq maratib. So here in Jannat also, it's not fair that if a person who, you know, he abstained from haram his whole life and engaged in ibadat, and the person who just scrapes in by the skin of his teeth, both must have the same. They must have the same place in Jannah. Obviously, the one who made more effort, etc., must have greater. The same thing. See, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. وعن أبي سعيد الخدري نريتنا أثارة أبو سعيد خدري أن رسول الله Jannah, the people of Jannah, يتراءون, you got the fatah on the Hamzah, they will see أهل الغرف, the people of the apartments, من فوقهم, that above them, كما تراءون الكوكب الدرية. Like how, you look like how we on this dunya. This is a very, very, what you say, baligh tashbih. It's a very eloquent comparison. We sit on this dunya here, we look in the sky, and we look in amazement and wonderment at what? At the beautiful stars in the sky. So same thing here, people in Jannah, they will be on one level. Remember there's another hadith that said there will be 100 different levels. So you can say 100 different type of suburbs. So they will look at from the bottom and they will look at the people that are just above them. And like how we see the stars in the sky, they will see the beautiful apartments, shiqqa. That's the Arabic say shiqqa, shiqaq. They will see the right. If you look, see the they will يتراءون أهل الغرف. They will see the people of the rooms. That's how it says غرف, غرفتun, people of the apartments above them. كما تراءون الكوكب الدرية. Like how you see shining stars, الغابرة, that it appears في الأفق in the sky. من المشرق أو المغرب, from the east or the west. And why is this? للتفاضل ما بينهم, because of the difference what is between them. قالوا يا رسول تلك منازل الأنبياء. So Sahaba Ikram thought, wow, this is amazing that they're going to have such beautiful apartments. We know that the Anbiya are the greatest people of this ummah. Remember, we believe the Anbiya are the greatest. Although between the Anbiya, there's also different status. تلك الرسل فضلنا بعضهم على بعض. So they thought this, such beautiful apartments can only be for the Anbiya عليهم الصلاة والسلام. قالوا يا رسول الله تلك منازل الأنبياء. That must be the houses, the abodes of the Anbiya. لا يبلغها غيرهم. That nobody else can reach. قالوا بلى. I said, no. والذي نفسي بيده. I take a custom by that person who my soul in his hand. Rijalun. These are for the men. Amanu billah. They believed in Allah. وَصَدَّقَ الْمُرْسَلِينَ. They accepted. Saddaqa means to testify. That in this case, we say they accepted the teachings of the prophets and they practiced upon the teachings of the prophets. Muttafaqun alayhi is a muttafaq alayhi riwayat that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us from amongst them. Ghabara, I tell you what Ghabir there, it means like Ghabir refers to the star that appears after the setting of the sun. So you can say like the rising star. So imagine if this is the status that an ordinary Muslim and an ordinary believer can reach. What then will be the status of the Anbiya alayhi salatu wa taslim? What then? So this is the month of Ramadan, it's the month of Akmal. We should be inspired. Let's just look at one more, then we can switch over. Okay, read next hadith. Ismail. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أبي هريرة قال رسول يدخل الجنة قوم أفئدتهم مثل أفئدة الطير. So right now, authority of Abu Huraira, he said the Rasul said that people will enter Jannah, their hearts will be like the hearts of birds. They say, yeah, normally a bird is a very non-confrontational animal. No, the moment there's like, you see in this dunya, even if there's some birds there and they're not used to human beings, you come there, you make a noise there, they just fly away, right? So he says some people will be like that. They are non-confrontational people. They are, you can say, peacemakers. Or another explanation he has given that you remember this hadith. You done this hadith. لو أنكم تتوكلون على الله حق توكله, right? تروح بطانة تروح بطانة no. تروح خماسة تغدو خماسة وتروح بطانة. You done it. Comes in it. Right? تغدو خماسة وتروح بطانة. If you have to have proper tawakkul, like how you suppose have tawakkul in Allah Ta'ala, then you will be like the bird. You will have so much trust in Allah Ta'ala, you don't have to hold and keep anything for the next day. Like how the bird in the morning, it leaves its nest hungry, but it comes back satiated at night time. So one explanation here is that here the tashbih, you are likening them to what? To the birds, the kamil tawakkul of the birds. Okay, I see one of them. You switch over to the tafsir there. Yeah.